Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I got you, son. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on. You better.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Open man is Duvernay. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
57's a mic. You. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
13.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. 57, Mike, 57. Check. 57 the Mike.
Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 11 MT. Mike 50. Tackles.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
That's it, baby.
A big play there on the catch and run. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
24's the hot.
A handoff to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Here we go, D. Get up. Hey, report. Report. Hey, Ozzy.
On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this to Davante Adams.
Here we go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, Davante Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now, the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a second down. From the gun again to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Working with a 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Looking deep for Adams. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
After the interception, here's Jackson looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And the Bengals grab it. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Burrow, 3rd and long from his end zone.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now, because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end left. Alert.
Again, it's Burrow. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That grab, another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Shot. 57's Mike. Mike 57. You're trash. You're trash.
From the gun, Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here.
7 yards, the pick up there.
On second down now, Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On fire, ready? Back 6. Push him back. Push him back.
Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Woo!
Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? I hope you brought your 11, Mighty. 11, God.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Don't let him breathe. 11, stop.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
24 is the mic. 11 MT, 11 MT. 24 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
On 1, ready? 50's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Here's God.
They go play action with Burrow.
Here I come.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there for Cincinnati.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. first down. Dobbins, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In your face.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. We own him. Hey. We own them. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Fights forward at the 20. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
57's Mike.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Von Bell up to make the tackle. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think of it.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Running left, it's Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19, the 40, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
There we go, nice move.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And now the offense for the Bengals being called back out as they'll try to add on 2 more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
3 down, 3 down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Ready?
Hey, watch that.
Playing time.
Pass the ball. Mike,
11 MT, 11 MT.
all day, baby, all day, baby. Hey, check back, check
Back.
back.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Let's go.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.